All right, y'all. This bonus content. This ain't even part of the normal week. I just basically wanted to drop something, you know what I'm saying? Because I like this movie, and it's one of my favorite genres in the horror genre, which is zombies. Y'all know my favorite show of all time is Walking Dead. That's over Breaking Bad, Power, you know what I'm saying? Any show, Fresh Prince Martin, you know Walking Dead is my number one theoretic, you know what I'm saying, theatric TV show of all time. And sticking to that genre, I got a quick hit for you. I Am Legend, starring the one and only Will Smith. I'ma say this right now. The Oscar smack, Chris Rock, the controversy, like I said about Jada Pickett. Excuse me, like I said about Jada Pickett in my video a while back about Demon Knights. I don't care about her and August Alsina. It's the same thing with her husband, Will Smith. I'm not judging Will Smith as a man or a father or the Oscar slap. This is strictly on the movie I Am Legend because he got so many movies and TV shows that I love. I can't think of a few movies that he made that I didn't really like. I'm going to get the cast out the way, you know what I'm saying, because this is relevant. It's basically Will Smith. And to be honest, his supporting actor is a German Shepherd by the name of Samantha. It got Ellis Brianga as Annie, and Charlie Tahan as Ethan. They come in the movie three-fourths through the movie. I mean, so we in the third act when they appear, so they irrelevant. Excuse me. Like, this is basically a zombie apocalypse movie. Nothing special, you know what I'm saying? It came out in 2007. So they was basically trying to capitalize, in my opinion, just like World War Z. They was trying to capitalize off the hotness of Walking Dead, just like Z Nation did. Zombie apocalypse was in at this point. It was so hot you couldn't miss. So Will Smith character, it's hard to call his characters who they are, even though he could play into a character. He's Robert Neville. He's some kind of brilliant, you know what I'm saying, sci-fi science, next level kind of scientist. He part of a team that cured cancer. It was great, brilliant, and they got so many Nobel Peace Prize awards you couldn't count them. World peace and all that, and the economy, all that stuff got good. Everybody became perfectly healthy in a society. Cancer was no more. Until the side effects of this X gene turned people into basically vampire-ish type of zombies. In my opinion, they got zombie behaviors, but slash with, you know what I'm saying, vampires, because their weakness is daylight, like a vampire. But they can do anything that they want at night, roam, and they actually a little more intelligent than a prototypical zombie, what you think. So that's basically the movie. This ain't no big hitter. Once they cure cancer, all the patients start transforming into zombies. If they bite you, just like all zombie and vampire movies, they affect you. They take the world over, and it's not like we see the world transform. It's similar to Walking Dead. You see a few scenes of Neville's character, Will Smith, with his home life, wife and kid, daughter, when the apocalypse started breaking out, how the government reacted to it and started scanning people, how the world broke down. You get them scenes like the first hour of the movie just so you get caught up. But mostly you get into Will's day-to-day life. He on the intercom sending signals out through the radio waves saying his location. Is there any survivors? He go through his daily routines with his dog. And you see the origin of his dog, him getting the dog when his wife and daughter get evacuated on the helicopter, which blows up. She gives Will the dog, like, take care of Sam, take care of Sam. So it's a sad scene how she died also. Like, I'm not gonna go through every plot beat and bam. I always say that because that's a trope. But the movie is pretty decent. Like I said, you see Will go through his day-to-day life, far as how he hunt for food, how his precautions work during the day, how he move around, how he, you know what I'm saying, shield his scent so the zombies don't smell him and know his home location. All of that's fine and dandy. He goes to the library where he sets the library up with mannequins so he can talk to keep his sanity. I thought it was a brilliant scene. Something that people can't concept being the only person alive. You know what I'm saying? So he sets mannequins up. He goes up to him. He talks to him. His dog, you know what I'm saying, You know how dogs are man's best friend. The dog interact with the mannequins and him too. It's a daily life for them. Until one day the mannequin is out. And I think it's Fred or George or whatever. That's some Harry Potter shit. Anyways, he like, what are you doing out of your, like, this a mannequin. If you know for a fact you set a mannequin somewhere and it's positioned different, your mind ain't stable enough to comprehend maybe somebody moved it or it's a trap. You just thinking this motherfucker shouldn't have moved at all. So he just get the da 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 airing it out. And once he get up to it, bam, it turns out to been a trap. And these zombies set this damn trap up. Like, they ain't normal Walking Dead zombies or Z Nation or Black Sky or nothing like that. These zombies are intelligent. They forming a plan and they got a hierarchy. So throughout the night, they stalking them, waiting till the light turns dark where they can attack and kill him. So once his dog wake him up, because he get passed out because he cut himself and he bleeding out, hanging upside down from the trap the zombies done set up. So when he finally wake up, it's almost nightfall. The dog barking, he cut himself down, but it turns dark. That's when the zombies get the zombie send his zombie dogs, like 2 or 3. I think Will pop 1 or 2 of them, but the dog get the fighting with Sam and bites her. So Will murk the dogs, pick Sam up, take her home. But you can clearly see Sam done throughout him giving her injections, because in Will's laboratory, he done captured zombies throughout the months and years of his life and tested them trying to find a cure. None successful. So even though it's an unsuccessful serum, he gives it to Sam to see maybe it work or not. Sam's eyes are starting to dilute, turn red. He clearly see her turning. So she lunges up and try to bite some, and he have to choke her out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tough scene to watch, but Sam was gone. So at this point, Will character is like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He goes out on a rampage just trying to kill as many as he can on a, you know what I'm saying, suicide by zombie method. As his car flip and all the zombies get to impaling and coming in to take him over, that's when the Annie and Ethan characters come out of nowhere, tat, kill all the zombies, take him home. Will, since he crashed and, you know what I'm saying, the car flipped a few times, he kind of fucked up, concussion, but he giving her slight directions. You hear her saying, which way, left, right, what was going on? And he telling her, go there. Don't let him follow you. Because he got a routine to keep the zombies off his ass. So he giving her information, but she ain't aware of it. Plus, he kind of dazed. So once she get to the house, they, you know what I'm saying, making bacon and eggs. Will wake up fully, you know what I'm saying, aware of what's going on. He like, man, I had that bacon for a special date. What the fuck? He kind of a little mean. The bitch pulled a pistol out of him like, man, you ain't finna do nothing to me and my son. So Will is a wholesome good guy. It ain't no beef or nothing. He calmed down, sit down. They make him a plate. They talk about what's happening. She like, I heard about a safe zone where it's a population of humans. We need to get there. Will in denial about this because he been on the run on his own for about 5 years since the apocalypse started. He ain't found no contact waves on the radio or no contact with human since, so he think it's cap. Just some, you know what I'm saying, maybe a few survivors she done encountered, you know what I'm saying, got a whole pipe dream lined up that's not fantasy, that's not reality but fantasy. So they, you know what I'm saying, discuss it for a few nights. You think this finna be a big wholesome 30-minute scene where they make love, but it's none of that. This strictly business. He ain't trying to get no new love. He ain't trying to have no sentimental moment with them as this is gonna be my new family. They finna bring me back to reality. That's what happens on Walking Dead. When somebody hit rock bottom, they meet a female and a kid to bring them back, make them feel like I can start another life again. That doesn't happen. Once he started having a cure to his he started coming far with his antidotes and finding a cure. That's when the trail from the night before is sniffed out by the zombies. They come break in. It's a big ass third act. They tearing the house up. Will got so many booby traps throughout the whole surrounding area. He blowing them up. Bombs, grenades, smoke gas, all kind of shit. Military type shit. Smoke break. Excuse me for that. But Will got all kind of precautions, but it's so many of them, and they militant. They got their own strategy. So the main ones get through the house, tear it up. Will and the lady and the kid, they scramble into the basement to where they can go down the tunnel hole and exit. That's his last strategy. His exit strategy is go to the basement, go down the hole, blow the place up if necessary. He tell them to do that. Give him a vial of his blood because he realized his blood is the cure. And they go down, blow the house up, Will die. One of the few movies Will play the character that died in. Now, I know the director's cut, he survived, it's a different ending, but I don't go by that. I go by what you saw at the theater. The house blows up, Will dies, the cure goes with her. They find the real safe haven zone that they was talking about. Happy ending. Now I gotta say something real quick, because I just made this video back to back with my horror month of the Jaws review. I gave Jaws a 4 out of 10. And this finna sound crazy, because I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. When I say Jaws is a 4 out of 10, I'm sorry I had to switch it up, but I got to. I can't let that slide. Jaws, to me, overall, iconic, legendary. The story, the actors, is a 10 out of 10, no doubt. Steven Spielberg, the actors, everything about it. But I'm talking about, to me, unbiased. The movie is a 4 out of 10 for me. But if you know what I'm saying, overall, if I had to judge it from a perspective of, without my perspective, it's a 10 to everybody. But to me, like I said, it's a 4. I had to get that out the way because people might think something about me with that. But this is a solid 6. This is a good popcorn, girlfriend, boyfriend, go to the movies on Friday night type of movie. Or, you know what I'm saying, stream it on, you know what I'm saying, Hulu or whatever device you got. And it's a good movie that you can kick back and watch. Especially if you like zombie, Walking Dead, apocalypse type of movies. And that's it. ZZ the King. Like and subscribe. And I'm out. I'll see y'all next time with the third movie. That badass Cujo. Stay tuned.